Hey guys, I thought I would share with you a recipe for breakfast enchiladas today. Um, what I have going over here is just 5 eggs that I'm scrambling. And what I did earlier was I browned off a little package. It's from the Dollar Tree. I just want to use it up. Or you could use like turkey sausage, or you could use bacon, whatever you wanted. Or you could just use veggies. So just browned off a little package. So it's probably like almost like a half of a pack because it's from Dollar Tree, so all their stuff's usually small. And I just have about 4 green onions that I'm just going to chop up. And then I have 1 tomato. So my filling for my breakfast enchiladas is going to be tomatoes, sausage, onions, and eggs. So there's my green onion. Like I said, I'm going to use the tomato. And I'm also going to throw these in with the eggs while they're scrambling. And then I'm just going to season the eggs with some salt and pepper. I'm going to throw the tomato and the eggs probably when they're done, because I don't really want to cook the tomato. And these are pretty good for you. I mean, there's not really, the sausage is probably like the worst thing in here. You can always use like turkey sausage, or you could use turkey bacon in it, or you could just put some mushrooms and other peppers and stuff in it. You don't have to use what I'm using. So my onions are in there. They're just scrambling. Like I said, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I'm just going to use just regular kosher salt. You can use sea salt, pink Himalayan salt. Usually I use that, but I'm actually almost out of it. So. And I'm just going to use some pepper. Really simple. Like I said, it's Sunday morning. Everyone's still sleeping. By the time they wake up, these will be done and out of the oven. Alright, so my eggs. I just cooked my eggs in a little bit of butter. Just like a half a teaspoon of butter. Not a lot, because you don't need that much. My eggs are done. You don't want to cook them all the way. You just want to cook them when they're like a little bit runny on the inside still. Just where they're almost done. And I'm going to get my tomato chopped up. And then I'm going to get my casserole dish out. And my tortillas out. And then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so just to show you what I'm using is these whole wheat tortillas. I just popped about 5 of them in my microwave for about 30 seconds. Just to get them nice and soft. You could use corn tortillas. You could use your regular flour tortillas. Whatever you have on hand. This is what I like to think of as like a leftover meal. Because I'm using a lot of stuff that's left over, like my cheese. I have like a little bit left over, and my eggs. I mean, those are simple, so I just want to use stuff up. I want to clear my freezer out. That's why I want to use the sausage. So I'm gonna do is pour a little bit enchilada sauce in a plate, or you can use a bowl. I'm just using a paper plate, and I'm just using this mild enchilada sauce. And back here, I just have a small pan that I spray with a little bit of coconut oil, or you can use whatever you want. You can grease it with butter, whatever, and just a thin layer, maybe like 2 tablespoons of the enchilada sauce is going to go down there. Now it's time to build your enchiladas. So you're going to need this pan. Swap sides here for a minute. Now, this is, like I say, you can put anything in here. This is just what I'm putting. This doesn't mean this is what you have to put in yours. So, I'm just trying to make a assembly station so it goes a little bit smoother. Okay, wait, actually I'm going to switch this back over here so you can see. Alright, so, like I said, I have my pan with the enchilada sauce right there. Make sure you can see that. Okay. And then I'm just going to take one of my whole wheat tortillas and then dip it in my sauce. And this is messy, so don't think you're not going to get messy. I think enchiladas are messy. I mean, some people just pour the sauce on, but I don't feel like it makes like your tortillas dry, and I don't like it. I like, I'm not gonna say soggy, but I like my tortilla to have something in it, like the enchiladas outside. So I take a spoonful of my eggs, lay it filling side down, or lay it in a straight line, and then I'm gonna take a spoonful or two of my sausage, lay that right on top of my eggs, or you could mix this all together. Now, like I said, this is the leftover cheese that I need used up. This is just some queso quesadilla. You can use cheddar, you can use cheddar jack, or Monterey Jack. You can use whatever you want. You can make this with like mushrooms and bacon, and then you put Swiss cheese in them. Like I said, make these what you and your family love. It's a very fast meal. So I'm gonna make these kind of bigger too. So I'm not gonna make a lot of them. So there is one. Okay, so then you just want to repeat it. So you take your tortilla, dip it in your sauce. Make sure it's completely coated. My plate could have been a little bit bigger. That's alright. Just take your eggs, layer it down. Then you want to take your sausage. This is very, very simple. Like I said, even you could also do this and put it in the freezer. You could do this the night before and then just bake it off whenever you're ready. If you're not a morning person, make this at night, during the day, or whenever. And then just pop it in your oven. So then just roll it up. Let me show you what it looks like. And make sure you see. So I just have my tortilla there. I got my eggs, my cheese, my sausage. And then you just take this side, tuck it in as tight as you can. It's hard to do with one hand. And then just roll it. Same side down, and then kind of like squish them together. And there they are. So I'm going to finish doing this and show you when I'm all done. Alright, so I got all my enchiladas rolled. I just made 4 of them. And I'm just going to drizzle the rest of my sauce that I have on my plate. And you could definitely use a small can of enchilada sauce if you're just making this many. I mean, these are big enchiladas. If you can see like how big they are, not sure. You see like down there, you can see all your fillings and stuff. So these are pretty big. So you could definitely use a small can. I just have a big can on hand. And I'm just going to drizzle some on top. And I'm going to take a spoon, even that out a little bit. See, like usually like when you drizzle it, it does that. So you just want to make sure it's not stuck in the cracks, even though the tortillas will soak it up. So that's that. And then you just want to top it with cheese. Just as I'm doing this one-handed. So you pour it on. See how my cheese is starting to, needs used up, starting to clump together and stuff and being in a bag. So that's why I wanted to make something with cheese this morning. And I had these tortillas on hand, so I thought it'd be a good way to use it up. Make a big Sunday night or Sunday morning breakfast. So there is that, and once these come out of the oven, I am going to top these with avocado. And that is it. That is your breakfast enchiladas so far.